Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Risha and this is For the Love of Classics. Today is the 1st of October, so happy Victober to all of you who are participating in Victober 2021. Victober is a 1-month long readathon hosted on YouTube in which we read Victorian literature. So this year the hosts of Victober are Katie from Books and Things, Kate from Kate Howe, and Lucy from Lucy the Reader. They come up with challenges for Victober each year. You can read books for these prompts or these challenges, or you can just read anything Victorian which you want. I have been participating in Victober since the year 2017. So it's now my 5th year being a part of Victober. I think Victober is more than 6 years old now, but I have been participating in Victober since the year 2017. Even though I had been super busy this year, I did not want to break my streak and I really wanted to be a part of Victober. As you guys saw in my last video, I chose my next read, which was The Trumpet Major. I know some of you guys mentioned in the comments that I must have finished reading The Trumpet Major by now because it has been 2 months since I filmed that video, but unfortunately I haven't. I'm still on chapter 2 of The Trumpet Major. That's because I never got a chance to read. I've been traveling a lot in the last year. It's not easy traveling during the pandemic, so I haven't done a lot of reading unfortunately, but I think Victober might change that. I'm going to try and make a very small TBR for Victober because I know I can't make promises to myself about reading big Victorian classics, but I still want to pick books for all the challenges which the amazing hosts of Victober have come up with. And even though I know I won't be able to read all those books, I still want to pick books up and give suggestions to you guys if you are participating. I'm sure everyone has had their TBRs up and ready by now. I'm late to the party. So this year I also thought of something different. I don't know what I was thinking, but I thought of making myself a Victober basket. Basically, I have this basket which is full of all things I'm going to need for Victober. There are books in here and some snacks, some gum, highlighters, a body lotion, a face mask, just some cozy stuff which I might need during Victober. And then of course I have a few books which I plan to read in Victober as well. I think this is such a great idea. I can just carry this around with me in my house. I don't have to worry about where my pen is, where my highlighter is, where my tabs are, which I use for annotating. I think I'm going to come to this in a bit, but first let's start with all the challenges which the hosts have come up with. So the first challenge is from Kate and it is to read a Victorian sensation novel. I've read a few sensation novels and honestly, I'm not a huge fan. I've read The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins, but I had another sensation novel. I think it's a sensation novel. It's by Mary Elizabeth Braddon and it is Lady Audley's Secret. I've been wanting to read this and it's not very long, so I can try and finish this as well. It's 480 pages long. I think this book has been in a number of TBRs on my channel already, but this one fits this challenge perfectly and I think it's going to be an amazing read. So this is the book which I chose for Kate's challenge, which was to read a Victorian sensation novel. So the next challenge is from Katie and it is to read a Victorian book set in the countryside and or the city. So I was thinking of reading, I'm already reading The Trumpet Major by Thomas Hardy, which is set in the countryside of Wessex. I'm going to start listening to an audiobook because otherwise I know I'm not going to make any progress with this. I've just changed the position because I was having some weird shadows on my face. The sun is setting and the light is going crazy. Oh god. Alright then, so this is going to be the second book which I'm going to read. The third challenge is Lucy's challenge and it is to read a Victorian book with a female main character. So this challenge is just very easy because Lady Audley's Secret is about a female character and there are so many other books in Victorian literature which are about female characters. For example, I have another book on my TBR which is Villette by Charlotte Bronte, Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, Little Dorrit by Charles Dickens. I'm sure nobody's going to have any problem finding out a book for this challenge because it's pretty easy. And then the fourth challenge is a group challenge to read a popular Victorian book you haven't yet read. And then how you define a popular book is up to you. It can be popular now, or a popular book in the Victorian times, or a popular book on BookTube. So I know Lady Audley's Secret was very famous in the Victorian era because it says so on the back. It was a huge success in the 19th century. So my challenge is complete right there with just this one book. But there are so many other books which were popular back then and are popular on BookTube now. I can just see so many already which I have read. The Picture of Dorian Gray, I feel, is very famous on BookTube. And then there is Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens, all the books by Charles Dickens. There's Far from the Madding Crowd by Thomas Hardy. So many books by Anthony Trollope are really famous. Wuthering Heights is famous. I mean, we have so many famous Victorian books. There's Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. So I believe there are just so many options for this challenge as well. And then the last bonus challenge is to read aloud a section of a Victorian work or have it read aloud to you, that is by a friend or by an audiobook. So I do plan on listening to these books on audiobook, so I guess I'll be done with this challenge. But I would love to read a passage from the book I'm currently reading to you guys on a video as well. I will see if I find some parts of the book really fun and interesting which I can share with you guys. So I would highlight them and make a note of them so that I can share them with you guys in a vlog, which I really want to do for Victober. I do still have a couple of other books which I thought of giving a shout out to. If you guys are not sure what to read, there is No Name by Wilkie Collins, which is a sensation novel as well if you are interested in it. And then this is also about a female character, in fact 2 female characters, so you can use this for Lucy's challenge. Then there is The Importance of Being Earnest and Other Plays by Oscar Wilde. You can use this for a popular Victorian classic because it's very popular on BookTube and is popular these days as well. And I believe it's set in the city, isn't it? There's a play in here called Lady Windermere's Fan. It's amazing. I've been to Windermere. I love that place. So that's it, guys. This is going to be my tentative TBR for Victober 2021. I'm super excited for it. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. Victober just makes me so happy each year, and I'm so glad to be a part of BookTube so that I can be a part of Victober as well. I'm going to try and film a vlog for Victober. I have so many unedited clips from Pakistan which I planned on making a vlog of. I'm not sure whether I should put them all together now. If you guys would be interested in watching my Pakistan vlog, let me know down in the comments. I would love to put them all together and make a vlog for you guys. I think this is it, guys. Happy Victober and see you all very, very soon. Bye.